Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis.
And I'm Ethan.
And this is
Monster Comic Reviews.
Yes, and we're coming to you from the mighty Snake River, and we are suddenly picking up a bunch of waves now that we've started recording, so you're going to listen to a creaking dock and us bouncing around, or the camera bouncing around, so hopefully it gives you that wonderful seasick feeling. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, first up we have Animal Man, issue 9. What do you think of this?
The Sea of Red. How about that, us being down in the water, the Sea of Red. I really like the book. I like the new artist. He fits in well. You know, he's not Travel Foreman, but I think he still captures everything. In fact, I think he does regular people better than Travel Foreman did, as far as that goes. You know, it's interesting him stuck in this where he thinks he's at while his body is possessed, and they're gonna try and use the body to
lure,
you know, to get at the daughter, get at Maxine. It's gonna be interesting. I'm enjoying it. It really feels like it's moving forward again after having kind of stalled out there for just a little bit. You know, everybody was so anticipating, waiting for them to run into Swamp Thing. You all realize that Swamp Thing crossover isn't going to happen until sometime in the middle of next year.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm really liking it. There's some interesting stuff going on in it.
Yeah. I'm liking this book. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. The artist fits in quite well, and it's nice that we're going somewhere instead of having filler issues. I love Butterbaker.
Butterbaker. Oh yes. Yes, they mistakenly hear him. Butterbaker.
Butterbaker.
The blonde human, Butterbaker, and then laughing at it when he says his name is Animal Man, because that's redundant.
Yeah.
It's like, duh. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's kind of cool when he throws his weight around too. It's like, I'm the,
yeah,
you know,
I'm the
father of
and
the
they're
Avatar.
like, oh, okay.
Whoops. Yeah.
Well, sorry about that, sir. Yeah.
Butterbaker. That's gonna be his name permanently now, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And I still love Mom. Mom rocks.
Yeah.
What do you think about the end there, with John Constantine showing up there at the very end?
Yeah.
So you know they're not. You know they're writing John as being kind of not a real nice guy.
Yeah.
So it'll be curious to see what kind of lowdown he lays on. Oh, I can't remember her name. Ellen. Is her name Ellen?
I think so.
Whatever. Animal Man's wife.
Yeah.
And son. What kind of, this is how it's going to be kind of thing, or this is the trouble you're really in, or whatever. So, and I continue to like the cat.
Yeah, I love Socks.
Socks is pretty cool. Anyway, good fun.
Definitely.
Yeah. What would we rate it?
4.
Yep, I give it a 4 too. The book is just really good.
Yep.
One of the great things to come out of the New 52 for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, next we're going to talk about Batgirl number 9, one of the Night of the Owls titles. What'd you think?
I like it. These Night of the Owls stuff are really cool. It's cool to see the backstory behind them all. I think it makes sense that they're all going like, they fight like Nightwing because they all trained at the same place.
Well, go through the same circus and stuff. Yeah, so that's been kind of a cool motif that runs through a couple of these issues, at least anyway.
Yeah.
They fight like
Nightwing. So.
Yeah, and it's fun to get a history, like you said, of each of the talents. They're not just
they do a really good job of making the talents seem like unique assassins, not just henchmen that are just kind of there. Because I was kind of afraid that it'd just be like, you know, them whacking them. I mean, it is, but obviously, like, it's challenging for them.
Certainly this one definitely has its own personality. You know, she could have wiped out Batgirl at the very beginning of the book. She doesn't. You know, she makes that comment, you know, that I understand because I wear a mask too. That's all kind of interesting. Gave her that extra character because she's this, you know, victim of this, you know, horrific, you know.
And they do a good job of making each of them seem like killer assassins. I'm glad that the Bat family isn't just like bang, 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 up, done. Yeah. Bang, bang, done, done. Oh, that was easy enough. Yeah. So that's.
In fact, this is one of my favorite issues of Batgirl of the relaunch.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, there was an ounce of oh no.
Killing joke in it. Yeah.
Or that kind of stuff. So very enjoyable. It didn't feel disruptive to the plot line. I mean, obviously, this is not what they were writing about originally, but we weren't in the middle of some arc, and then all of a sudden something completely different happens, like, you know, for this. So the event wasn't disruptive. It fit right in and worked really well. So what'd you give the book?
I give it a solid 3.
Yep, same here. 3 out of 3. Yeah.
Next we have Batwing number 9. What do you think?
I like the new artist. This is Marcus too. He's going to be the ongoing
Marcus
artist
too.
in it and whatnot. He does a great job. This book, to a large degree, didn't feel like it added anything to the character.
No.
You know, it's a Night of Owls event. He's still in Gotham, you know, and whatnot. But I like that there was some fun stuff in him. They gave a good reason for him to be there. He's getting his costume further outfitted by Lucius Fox. You know, they're at this event, this gala. That's where he runs into the person he has to protect. Of course, this person he hates is who they're trying to protect.
Squirrel Lord from Africa.
Right. I love how he uses the suit. You know, I love him shooting the grappling hooks at people and stuff. He uses the grappling hooks to wrap around and pull him around. Well, that doesn't work. You know, he ends up blowing the arms off the talons. Like, screw this. You know, he just like, I use these to blow open doors. Blam, blam. He blows off both the guy's arms. You know, awesome.
That's pretty wicked.
But as he's beating on the guy and he's getting back together again as fast as he can pound on him. You know, I like the fact that they're, you know, he's like, well, we can give you all this extra armor. We can armor you up. He's like, no, I don't want to be a robot. I want to be a man. You know, I want to be protected, but I want to be a man, not a robot. And so that was, I like that part of it too, that characterization too. You know, as a whole, I'm enjoying Batwing. I'm curious to see where we go after this issue, because I'm assuming after this issue we go on with him being him, going back to Africa, and dealing with
I hope so.
I'll be curious to see, they tease in there about fighting Somalia pirates. I'll be curious to see if they actually show us doing that. They show us being underwater, because they're going to equip him with underwater stuff very soon.
That'll certainly
What do you think?
I liked it. I love it when earlier in the story they're talking about how they have to compromise.
Right.
And then, you know, after he saves the prime minister, he elbows him in the face. Like smashes him right in the face. It's like, that's how we compromised in Africa. I like that.
That was pretty sweet.
What would you rate?
I'll give it 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 too.
Yeah. You know, it didn't take away from the book. I don't, you know, it did add something. We can go a little farther than this thing. Okay, next we're going to talk about one of our Marvel titles. This is Defender issue number 6.
I liked it. It was cool to see more about the immortal weapons, because I just thought the idea of them was cool. I just never really learned that much about them. And it was cool learning more about engine, I guess it is. And it's interesting because we're still trying to figure out whatever they're used for, whatever they are, whether they're engines or wish machines or whatever.
Oh, the waves are getting big.
We're on a roller coaster.
Okay, so we'll see if we can continue this. This will be interesting.
Yeah.
Next few ones are coming in.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna get a little wet. Okay, so.
It's definitely good. So the fact that one guy's got all Looney Tunes and is killing them all.
Right. One of the immortal weapons.
Because he doesn't want them to shut down the thing, but it's not like.
Well, we're not even sure why we're supposed to be shutting it down.
Exactly. We don't know why we're supposed to be shutting down. It's not.
I love the whole idea. Behind this one. The fact that it's also that there were these superheroes and nobody can really remember them or talk about them or whatnot. The earlier Iron Fist had this. What did they call themselves? I can't remember what they called their group. I loved whatever it was though. It's kind of an old-fashioned kind of sounding name. You know, back in the 30s and 40s and whatnot, they were doing all this stuff and adventuring all over the place. And we're reading this in all the old manuals that the current Iron Fist had picked up. Well, since that trade we read, you know, he's had the books sitting around. He's never really bothered to read them. Now to Christian, you know what? I better read these things, and I think some of the answers might be in there. So he's got the Silver Surfer read them because he can read the stuff really fast.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Silver Surfer, when he's not being a Silver Surfer, he's a line cook.
I know.
In some diner, you know, just because he wants to experience life because he thinks he's losing touch with reality and humanity and whatnot. So this is his way of trying to kind of do that and whatnot. So I'm really enjoying the comic. The more issues go along, the more I'm enjoying it because it's really starting to get into something get interesting, and everything about it's kind of quirky. I like Matt Fraction as a writer. I really like some of the other stuff that we've been reading of his and whatnot. But you know, I don't know. this book works. This is brilliant for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you think, Bo?
I give it a 4 because it looks like it's gonna get really cool and really awesome. So.
Okay. I give it 4 out of 5. So, what's next?
Oh, next we have, I guess it's we're still doing, right? Batman Detective Comics issue 9 for Night of the Owls.
Or Night of the Owls.
What'd you think?
This one was okay. I'm all for the Arkham stuff. This one almost completely takes place in the Arkham thing and whatnot. But it's kind of, I don't know. It felt confused because it almost plays on some of the stuff that happened prior to the 52.
Yeah.
I mean, Arkham's kind of crazy, but not crazy. I'm not sure. I don't know that I understand Batman's relationship with Arkham. I mean, does Batman know that Arkham is bonkers?
I don't know.
The Black Mask. Well, I like the Black Mask character and whatnot. So they introduced a bunch of characters again, but yeah, I don't know. It seemed confusing as far as that part of it.
Yeah, it seemed very jumbled and it didn't make much sense besides what they were immediately talking about.
Right.
So it was, in some places it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And it didn't, I agree, it didn't make much sense. It felt like they just kind of jumped into it.
Right.
So, we have no idea. I mean, a lot of these people make sense, but why do they want to kill Arkham?
Right.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I don't.
I can understand why so far all the other people that they've talked about make sense for them to want to kill. I mean, they want to kill,
Well, I can see why they want to kill Arkham. I mean, Arkham's actually trying to fix things. Or if they understand that Arkham is actually another power player in the city, they want to get rid of the power players. So.
Yeah, and it makes sense that they want to take out Bruce because, he's trying to make the city better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But I think we better cut this short.
Yeah.
Because people are going to come walking in on us. So, what would you rate this?
I'd give it a 3.
Yeah, week 3.
Week 3, yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, that's it for this half, and we'll get our second half here in just a little bit. See ya.